Oh, wait.
Oh, there's more to it than that.
Oh, yeah. I just saw ER.
Oh, okay.
That's all I saw.
You thought George Clooney was going to stop by?
Yeah.
The original ER. I never watched that show. Did you ever watch ER?
I watched it for a little bit, kind of towards the end. And I think it was
first
the end. No, the end of the end of its run.
Oh, okay.
And it ran for a long time.
So you never were the original, who? Remember, it was like George Clooney and that.
Yeah, Kristen watched it when it first came on,
and the girl that's on The Good Wife.
Yeah, Juliana Margulies.
Always
and George,
angry or sad about something.
Clooney,
I'm not sure what exactly.
Who else was on that? And stayed on there for the cast. Moore Tierney was on it for a while.
The guy Goose from Top Gun, wasn't he?
Very early, yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Kristen and I forgot. Kristen and Debbie would watch that, and Troy and I think would either play video games or do something while they watched. Well, because it was on Thursday night, so we'd all be together. And actually, that was when we lived there. Was when it debuted. So that was when Friends was just coming out.
Oh, wow.
That and Friends debuted the same year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
So it was like Friends, and I don't know if maybe Frasier was on that night or Wings. There were a couple that were on that night that we all kind of watched. They were comedies. Maybe Seinfeld.
You took off.
So, yeah, and then they at 9:00 they watched ER, and I think we played Madden or something.
This guy at work was talking the other day, speaking of Seinfeld, and he was talking about the Seinfeld. I swear I've never seen the whole episode. It was crazy.
Which one?
It was the one with where Kramer thinks he's a dog and he's taking dog medication.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
I don't think I've ever seen Elaine gets hit in the head by a bird and
Oh, is that all part of that one?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh God, that one's awesome.
The bird thing kind of recollected that, but the whole thing with Jerry trying to give him a dog medication and him acting like a dog.
Smuckers. I think his name is Smuckers.
Smuckers.
Yeah.
And because that was how it started. We were talking about Smucker's Jam, and then he went into that, and I was just like, oh my God, I honestly...
one pill a day for Smuckers? Wait, this isn't for you?
And I was just looking at him, and I was just like, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
There was a couple there toward the last season, which I have now on DVD, that I swear I probably did not see or only saw part, because the thing with Elaine and the bird hitting her, and that whole bit, that part was something that I was like, okay, that sounds like it, but the whole thing with Kramer and
breaker, she's dating a guy who's a bad breaker-upper.
Right, yeah.
And it's the guy who, he was actually in a few Will and Grace episodes the first year or two.
So they get back together, and he's like, oh, I'm glad
you're a bad breaker-upper. Yeah, and she's like, so what do you got? He's like, oh, you just have a gigantic head. Yeah. She's like, that's it? That's all you got?
Yeah. But then that follows her. And then the whole thing, too, where then Newman gets bitten by Kramer, or something like that. And then
Kramer bit me.
And then Jerry has to run his route. Has to do his route because he's like I want to I want to get the route in Hawaii. He's like, my dream is you moving to Hawaii too. And he's like, well, I'll have to. So he gives him the thing. He's like, yeah, I didn't get it. And he's like, what? I delivered everything. But he's like, you broke the 50% barrier.
Yeah, they knew it wasn't me.
He's like, they knew it wasn't me because you did too good or something.
He's like, yeah, I think I've got a uniform from my first year, from my rookie year or something like that.
And I was just like, I don't remember any. Literally, I don't remember any of that. So I've got. Well, then the only thing I asked was, what's the name of that episode? And I was like, I don't know.
I wonder what that one. No, I wonder what the name of that would be. It would definitely be one of the last 2 or 3 years because Elaine had the curlier hair.
Okay.
No, because she had straighter hair in the later years.
It's usually long and curly, like she had kind of.
Yeah, but then there were some episodes where she had it
more wavy sometimes.
Where she had it. There were some that she had it straight, like the one with the one that they run backwards. Which a lot of people don't like, but I really like that one.
A good one.
I think that's genius for some reason.
It is good.
And that's the one with too many people know the combination. Yeah. It's in the vault.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Too many people
and he won't go to the bathroom in India and Pinter and
that's a good one.
Yeah, that one. So that one I think she has straight hair from what I remember when she's
Yeah, drinking. I was asking him. He's like, no, I don't know. He's like, I'll try and find it because I was like, I honestly don't know. And it's obviously one they don't play in syndication because I usually catch a lot of those and. I know I never. I honestly think I may have never seen that. And I was like,
"Yeah, you gotta find that."
I told him I was like, "This actually could be very exciting for me." An episode of a show that was the best of all time, and I've never seen it.
And you haven't seen it.
That just it almost made me excited. So I've got to look for that. And what also makes me excited is trying. See how I tied that back in? I worked it. I made
exciting things. It took a while, but we got there.
It did. We had to spitball that a little bit. We had to workshop it. We made it happen. We brought it together.
You were able to see that.
Yeah, we've got a brewery that we have tried before.
Correct.
But like I said, this is only our second beer from them on the show. I have tried another one that I liked quite a bit. So I'm really into this brewery right now. They're out of San Diego. The beer scene there is exploding as it has been for the last 100 years. It seems like
At
there's
least 20 years.
It seems like forever.
Yeah.
Like there's this beers popping up everywhere. So we have got another IPA for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com, and the beverage we're about today is the Eraser IPA from Rough Draft Brewing Company, as Andrew said, out of San Diego, California. We've had their Rough Draft, we've had the double IPA.
Yeah, it was their Hop Therapy.
Hop Therapy, double IPA.
And then I separately, when I was in La Jolla about a month or so ago, 2 months ago now, I found a bottle of their Freudian Sip, which just the name alone,
great name,
wins hands down. It was great, but I thought the beer was really good too. Like it was, strong ale kind of profile, and just it was very good. So hoping to keep those good vibes rolling. So
did you buy this in San Diego or here?
I actually did. They do have this here in Southern Arizona. I've seen it at Total Wine now. I initially hadn't. So I don't know if that's just kind of starting to flow into the market here, but yeah, I did get this in San Diego, so I got that there. $6.99 for the 22-ounce bomber, so pretty reasonably priced, nothing too crazy.
7% alcohol and
so sessionable.
IPA drinker sessionable.
IPA drinker sessionable, and they've got the little humorous paragraph worth of writing on the side. Tells you a little bit about the beer, but very little. It's more about just kind of. Almost kind of gives you the vibe of the brewery and what they're going to kind of be going for and stuff, which I think is nice. I like that. Stone does the same thing where they, it's.
But there's you need magnifying glass to read the back.
You do. You need either need like 28 vision or something like that, or magnifying glass. And they just do what seems like 3 or 4 paragraphs, and then it's like the last 2 sentences are malty, sweet, delicious, hoppy. It's like, oh, there it is. But I appreciate that too.
Using our patented IPA glasses here.
We are.
These have the Sierra Nevada logo on them.
I have a hard time not using these glasses now if I'm drinking an IPA. Either the ones from Sierra Nevada or Dogfish, or eventually, like I said, I think you still cannot quite get them yet directly from Spiegelau, the people that actually make them in Germany. But hopefully they'll have them soon if for some reason you don't want a logo on your glass. But if you don't care about that, these are available. Definitely clear golden color, I would say. Nothing. And awesome head retention.
Oh, yeah.
That's unreal. I mean, that's like Sting level head retention. Because he's into the tantric stuff.
Oh, okay. I was trying to come up with a song.
No.
I was trying to, okay, all right.
Desert Rose? No. Can't stand losing you? I can't stand
losing my head retention?
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's none of those things. I went for things outside of music.
Like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Like Sting, I'm tantric.
Sing your tantric. See?
Like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Kato make films.
Okay, you can stop now. But if you were going to make a film, what would be in it?
They'd have a samurai.
Sorry, now we're done.
That has a nice aroma.
It does. It's way more balanced than what I thought it would be. And it's great.
A lot of nice higher hop notes in there.
Yeah, more toward the citrus.
Citrus, yeah.
Citrusy, almost a little orange. A little something in there. It's not the usual lemon lime stuff we go for. There's something in there that's more of like a orange or a peach or something.
Yeah, but almost a little, almost like a little buttery note in a way. I mean, they're like a cream or something. When you said the orange, it made me think of a 50-50 for some reason.
Okay. I have no idea what that is, but okay.
A 50-50 popsicle?
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yeah, with
I've never heard it
vanilla on the inside.
I've never heard it referred to. I've heard a creamsicle.
A creamsicle, yeah,
okay.
50-50.
I've never heard someone say 50-50.
It's 50% cream and 50% orange popsicle.
Oh, okay.
50-50.
Is that like an actual branding thing? Because I've never seen that. Like, obviously,
I thought that's
you call it that. So
it goes back before your time.
When we go out and talk to the ladies, you'll say that and see what they respond to.
A 50-50. In the dessert popsicle genre, yeah. Hey, ladies, interested in a 50-50? I'm not going to say that. But
like, what could you say? If you went out there, like, how much information are you going to give them and say that? If I'm talking popsicle, and I say 50-50, what do I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Will you give that? Okay.
Kristen will know.
If they both say...
Kristen will know. I don't know about Rachel, but Kristen will know.
Okay.
Okay. You get a little of the orange in there, actually.
I do too. Yeah, right away that really jumps out.
Yeah.
That's nice because usually it's a different citrus characteristic than I normally get, so that's kind of nice standout.
Because oranges have high notes, but they also can be a little heavier as well, depending on the type of orange and depending on the season.
I get a little of both. I almost get a little more of the lower note.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. Well, because it ties into the sour.
Yeah.
To the bitter.
Yeah, it wraps around
middle of the
that.
tongue note.
Sure.
That's quite refreshing.
That's quite delicious.
But yet complex at the same time. And it's because of all those all the citrus in there. But that's good.
It's not over the top.
Nope.
It's a little bit on the lighter side when it comes to, like I said, the base malts and those kind of things. Like I said, but that is delicious.
That is very, very
really good.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something over the top that's going to be like, this is not it.
No.
So you got to make sure your expectations in the right place.
Yeah.
But if you want something that's, like you said, I think this actually could be called refreshing. It's a little dry, but not too much.
A little bit.
A little pinch at the front.
Yep.
But yeah, the complexity is there. I don't usually get that kind of citrus flavor, which I like that. That type, like I said, the orange. Like I said, I got a little bit in the aroma, getting more in the flavor. I agree.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's very tasty. I like that quite a bit.
That's really delicious.
And you mentioned the Freudian sip before. Did you mention whether you liked it or not? I can't remember.
I don't know if I mentioned it on camera when we were talking about it. I did like it quite a bit. It's different. It's not obviously it's not an IPA. Like I said, I think it's categorized as a strong ale. I've got their site up here. Let me take a quick peek as we're looking at things, and they just call it an American ale. Oh, they're strong. They do call it a strong ale. Okay. And that's what I would characterize as. It's like I said, there's a little more maltiness, but I think it's a maltiness that you would appreciate. It's not the kind of malty like we talk about where it gets into the barley wine and that kind of heavier thing. It's just a nice malt base, but the flavors are really good. Like I said, that's another one I can't. I recommend as well, and I'm pretty sure that's in the same price range as well, like $6.99, something like that. Nothing too crazy. I don't know if I've seen that one locally, unfortunately.
Okay.
It may be. Let me know. Like I said, through an email or through Twitter or something like that. Let me know if you can find that here in Southern Arizona. I have not checked around for that one yet, but this one I do know you can get, and I recommend it.
I would definitely recommend it. Quite tasty.
This is really good. I'm looking forward to it. We're about to actually go eat.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to having this with it.
I am too.
And but head on over to the website, AboutBeverages.com, and once again, check out the tasting notes for this IPA from Rough Draft Brewing Company, along with some tasting notes and where it hits on our recommendation scale, which I think you can tell we're already pretty happy about it. So that probably won't be hard to figure out where we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
And while
probably
you're there,
not all the way to the top, but
no, not all the way to the top.
But yeah,
no, it's gonna be in the upper range. I would
yeah,
think. Something like that, we'll talk about that.
We've got a lot of numbers to choose from.
We do.
Oh wait, we don't.
4 numbers.
4
because 0 is a number.
0
as
is.
you always said on
That's
the first
right.
show. We did that.
That's right.
And while you're there, definitely check into the archives for the other either beers that we've had, spirits, mixed drinks, sodas, all those different types of things. We've had lots of stuff over the last, 5 years now. Going into our sixth year now.
We're in our 5th year.
Aren't we going into our?
Well, because that first podcast stuff you played the other day was 2009.
Was that 2009? Okay, so we're going into our 5th year then.
We are recording in our 5th year. Our 5th year of recording.
5 years.
Yep.
That's a lot of drinks. And a lot of those drinks are that we don't get to try. They're in the drink database.
That's
another place.
That's true. I actually just put some wine up there the other day.
Really?
Well, I revisited one.
Okay.
The Valrays from the French Red. That's 75% Grenache and 25% Syrah from Trader Joe's for $6. It's still delicious. You can't, from year to year, that is just a great value. Great.
Now,
red.
when I always think of Grenache, I always think of that as like the usually like 10 or 15% blender into something else. Like
no, this is more. This is 75%.
Which is surprising. That's what I'm saying. Like, so do you kind of think of that the same way, or am I?
No, it just depends on. It depends on.
Okay. Usually, I see that as like
it's a Rhone
it's mostly
varietal,
this, and then that's like the 15% thing to kind of add some body or add some other.
Usually, you do see that the other way around as one of the lesser, but I think Rosemont did a Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre that they called a GSM blend, and I think that maybe had like 40% or something in there. But yeah, it can be used more. But no, it was very good. I hadn't had any wine in a while. I enjoyed some last week though.
I haven't either in a long time. For some reason, I haven't just been hitting the wines as much. But
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
haven't
really,
either. But
it sounds really tasty. A nice, like, heavier, darker red, or is it?
It was a little
thinner?
darker, but and a little heavier, but not overly so.
That sounds
Not
good,
like,
though.
not like soup, but just some nice fruit, a little nice spice, and no, it was really good.
Spaghetti, lasagna, some
You know,
cheese,
actually,
perhaps.
it was turkey burgers.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was in the mood for
All right.
for that. So.
That sounds like more of a white wine kind of thing.
Well, no, not with ketchup and
Okay.
yeah.
Do you load it down with stuff? What else do you put on your turkey burger?
That was all I had: ketchup and mustard.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
like lettuce and tomato and onion.
No, I usually save that for my salad.
Interesting.
But I don't mind having those things on there. But when I'm at home, I keep it simple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and you didn't put Eric's favorite tomato on there. But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.